All right, so
What up? What up? What up? It's Otakify up in here.
What's up, guys?
Just me and Mike. Tommy's out.
but I guess we were kind of talking about Fullmetal Alchemist versus Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Mike's watching Brotherhood right now.
Yeah,
Finally.
season 2, episode 3 right now. So, oh my gosh, Mako just came into the room like sneakily. I didn't even realize he was right here.
Perfect timing. Mako wants to get in on this Brotherhood conversation.
Yeah, he's been watching me watch it, so he's probably wondering what's happening. God, he's jumping around, but yeah, like what was I saying about it? Oh, I asked why would they do this? Why would they make it all over again? And so me and Vic were kind of talking about it already, where he said I should watch the first one in order to appreciate Brotherhood, but I did. And then at that point when I finished the first, like just regular Full Metal, I was just like, okay, I don't need to watch Brotherhood. Like it's the same story, but it's not. Well, it is and it isn't.
Well, okay, so like, it's really funny because this has to be like the third or fourth podcast that we've done on Fullmetal Alchemist now. And it's not even that I'm like trying to do this. It's just, first off, it's a really good anime. And second off, like, it's a really good anime.
Yes, it's a good anime for sure.
I feel like people talk about it a lot. And there's a lot of people that talk about it, or maybe that take the position that Mike had, like watch Fullmetal Alchemist, and it's cool. I don't have to watch Brotherhood, but like, totally different situation though.
You know? As Mike is seeing.
Yeah, it's been a while since it's because it's been so long since I watched the original that I kind of start to remember as I'm watching Brotherhood the different scenes, but then it's like off. It doesn't exactly match. So there is a difference. And I think, like you were saying before, when you tried to explain this to me, when I was refusing to watch Brotherhood,
When I was
is that
refusing.
it kind of focuses on like a different perspective. Maybe like it kind of leans towards their relationship as family, as like brothers. So it kind of highlights that more. But I don't think I've watched enough yet. I'm only on season 2 to like really detect if it's like leaning more towards that. Either that or I just don't remember how the first one kind of went. But I think it's more comical too. Like the way they comic break, there's a lot more like lightheartedness, because I remember the first one just being super heavy, just at times just like, oh, I'm sad.
That's interesting. Like, okay, so funny enough, Mike started watching Brotherhood around the same time that I started watching Fullmetal Alchemist again.
Oh snap.
I actually just started. And I
Nice.
will say, like, that you do make a good point on the fact that, like, it is heavier than I remember. And I was just like, dang. But the thing about it, though, is, like, I do feel like there is some comic relief, but I also think that you make a good point that it is, like, I feel like Brotherhood is a lot more lean toward the actual, like, relationship between Al and Ed. Like, Al and Ed are close in Fullmetal Alchemist, but I also think that Brotherhood actually focuses more on the brotherhood of other individuals within the anime.
What do you mean?
Okay, so like,
Well, I'm only on season 2, so I don't know if you remember, but right now they are headed back to Central after seeing their teacher, and
Okay.
so Winry's with them, and they're like Scar just got blown up. So the last thing that happened in the first season of Brotherhood is that Scar encountered what's his name? Gluttony and
Okay.
Lust in the sewer, and then they just like had a huge fight and he got super injured. But now he's healed and he's headed back to Central with this one girl who knows like alchemy or something like
oh
that.
yeah, Alchemy, the Japanese looking girl.
Yeah, and then like and the Ed and Al are dealing with like another person who's like from Zing or whatever that other nation is. And
yeah.
the other dude. So that's where I'm at right now. So it's kind of like introducing these characters. So yeah.
Okay, you're getting pretty close to the end actually.
Oh really? Oh dang.
I think so. If all of those characters are present, but so I feel like the brotherhood between Scar and his brother that's passed gets talked about a lot more in Brotherhood than it does in Fullmetal Alchemist. And I think the brotherhood between, or like the relationship between crap, I always forget his name. Armstrong. Armstrong and his sister, I feel like their relationship is more highlighted. So like the sibling thing, I feel like the sibling thing is played up a lot more in Brotherhood. And I don't think that I'm just saying that either. Like I feel like in Fullmetal Alchemist, the Armstrongs, it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's his sister. But in Brotherhood, it's like, yo, like they're related. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a bigger deal.
I see. It seems like I mean, like what I'm getting is that they kind of showcase their personalities a lot more, or like their relationship a lot more, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Like
rather than
I think like the fact that they're down for each other on some like through thick and thin type stuff is like more emphasized, if you get what I mean. Like it's like, well, of course I'm gonna take this hit for you because you're my brother. Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. Like there's a deeper show. There's a deeper exhibition of allegiance.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely. I've seen that, and I sense a lot more coming.
That and also like I don't know if you got to the part where there's like the I don't know if they're like chimeras or like what they are, but it's like people. It's like grown men that are like half animal. Did you get to that part
they're
yet?
all gone already. They got they got destroyed by the Führer.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I was saying. Like you're getting closer to the end.
But I see. Wow.
At that point, like, like they're like really down for each other, kind of like brothers. Like it's more than just like, oh, we're friends. It's like we both got into this situation. Like this is horrible, but we're making the best that we can about it. While in Fullmetal Alchemist, I feel like they're just kind of like, oh, we're evil, kind of, and that's
we're just collaborating for now.
Yeah, yeah. There's less of a relationship, I feel like.
That still doesn't answer why they did this.
Why
have they done this? But But no, I appreciate it though. I still like it a lot.
Nah, dude, I love it. But I also think, like I was saying at the beginning of this, like, do you now get it? Like, why you need to watch both? Like, or do you feel like you could have just done one without the other one?
No, they're different. It's almost like I don't really know enough, like, I guess, stories to compare it to something else. But like I said earlier in our discussion before we started recording, is that I kind of compared it to like a remaster of an album. You know how they have like re-releases of, like, I guess they remastered Queen's album recently or last year, and they released that.
Oh, so really?
I think so. Or it's just like coming up on Spotify because of the movie and stuff. But just like taking that and just kind of revisiting it and like polishing it up, you might end up with something totally different, or like what they intended. But like it's just like you discover something new, and definitely there's something new in Brotherhood.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess to like piggyback on your, like remaster of albums concept. I know, I think it was, well, the first example I was thinking of was the Bad Boy 20-year anniversary that Diddy put out a long time ago at this point. But on that album, like, they released some unreleased stuff. So it's like you were getting some of the old stuff, but then also old stuff that was new. So it's like I kind of feel like that's what happened with this. I mean, there's several reasons that people have speculated or given for why they decided to do Brotherhood. It says here, this is probably a fan that posted this, to the question that somebody asked, like, is Fullmetal Alchemist the same as Brotherhood? And what they said is they're different, although they're based on the same manga. FMA followed the manga till half of the anime and then split into a different story with a different ending, while Brotherhood follows the manga to the end. So that's why it's different.
Oh, I see.
So it's kind of like when they made Spider-Man and then they made Spider-Man again.
I see.
You know, because like there's 3 different Spider-Mans. Spider-Man men's. There's 3 different ones, but the one with Tobey Maguire, obviously the one that we grew up with, doesn't necessarily stick to the comic book as much. While the more recent one, and I haven't read the comics, so don't quote me, but I've heard this from people that are super into Marvel. The more recent one apparently is more closely related to the comic book.
Okay.
So
it's kind of exactly what's happening here.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. And I mean, to keep it real, like I do like the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't know that I like him more than the old one, but I do feel like it's like more fun, and for whatever reason it kind of feels more right, even though I never read the comic book. But yeah, that's kind of sort of what I'm thinking. But other people are just saying like, oh, it was like, you know, like you said, like a money grab, like it was a guaranteed deal. I mean,
yeah, probably that's right. But I mean, they still provided something, you know, extra because they did follow the manga, whereas the first one didn't. So, you know,
I mean, like similar concepts, sort of, because it's not coming from a manga, I don't think. But Dragon Ball Super, I think that was an easy money grab. But it fills in a lot of stuff that didn't happen, and apparently, like GT isn't considered original canon. So I've heard.
Yes, yeah, we were talking about this before. It's kind of funny, that story.
Yeah, so you know, maybe it's just you know, Brotherhood is like, oh, let's fix what went wrong. But before we even, I don't know, I gotta like hold my own horses because I feel like we could totally dive into the whole like, why didn't you keep it accurate in the first place conversation.
Yeah, that's a separate conversation.
But I mean, I don't know. Listeners, take with that what you will. If you haven't seen Fullmetal Alchemist, watch it.
And then watch Brotherhood.
And I will give it the stamp of approval, as I mentioned in the last episode, that you can totally watch this dubbed.
Yeah, I mean, I started watching it dubbed like when I was little, so that's just how it is for me. I don't know what it sounds like Japanese.
Yo.
Sorry.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, like, in a lot of situations, and you know, now I think about it, I can't remember whether I watched any of Fullmetal Alchemist subbed. I'm not sure.
I've never watched it sub. It's I think it's confusing because the intros are still in Japanese, so you know, you get that like brief moment of, oh, I don't understand this language, but okay, now we're good.
Yo, side note comparison, I actually feel like Fullmetal Alchemist, the original, has a better opening than Brotherhood. Song-wise, I like the song more. And I like the vibes more. But that's like the only place that I feel like FMA is better. That's literally the only place I feel like it's better. But, you know, seeing as I just finished Brotherhood a few months back, and I'm watching Full Metal Alchemist again, first and foremost, that makes it one of my favorites by nature. But second, I'll be able to see if there's anything else that I feel like was done better in Full Metal Alchemist. Because it's still really fresh.
Mako. Sorry.
No worries. Oh, I will say this though. Let me ask you.
What's up?
Do you feel like, I feel like based on where you are, that you could maybe like give me this answer. Do you feel like Full Metal Alchemist ends abruptly?
Yes. Yes, it does. It's
I felt
weird.
that way. I felt that way.
Full Metal Alchemist, like not Brotherhood, right?
Right,
Well,
not Brotherhood. I feel
okay,
like
yes.
Brotherhood.
It kind of wraps up, right? Well, don't tell me. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Brotherhood, I feel like do a good job at making things conclusive.
Okay. Yeah. I remember feeling confused at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, okay, I guess. I have to rewatch those last episodes of FMA, so I'll come back on that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'll get to
that's-
it at some point. I think I'm on episode like 5-ish. This is right after Hughes had his baby.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Hughes, they don't even have that in Brotherhood. It's just, what's her name? Alicia? She's just there. She's 2 already.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, is
they just
Alicia the
skip-
name of Shao Tucker's daughter? Or is that Hughes' daughter's name?
No, it's Hughes. I think it's Hughes' daughter's name. Let me check that. Lieutenant Colonel Hughes.
Because I'm definitely in the midst of, it's before Tucker creates the Chimera. Like, at this point. And I kind of feel some sort of way because, like, you know, I finally got Sam to watch a anime, and it's like she's actually a couple episodes in, and I want to see how freaked out she gets when the Chimera comes.
Yeah, it is Alicia Hughes.
Okay, good job.
Yeah.
Good job. You fresh.
Daddy! Oh, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. So,
Oh, Mako's coming back.
yay,
he wants a
Marco!
But yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah,
where I'm at.
I feel like that's it. There's gonna be. Oh, somebody asked an interesting question. Let me see. Can I watch Full Metal
Hold up.
Alchemist
Let me deal with this.
Brotherhood without watching Full Metal Alchemist? And they said yes, you can, but the first 7 to 9 episodes from both are the same, but the endings are different. And this is due to the fact that the FMA creators caught up with the Caught up with the manga. Oh.
Something interesting?
So
I only
like,
caught half of that.
they said the FMA creators caught up with the manga creator who was releasing it slowly. So like, because it was so slow, that's why they like went in the other direction.
How interesting.
I haven't heard that one, but
That makes
interesting.
sense. Yeah, that
that
makes
does
a lot
make
of
sense.
sense.
I wonder what's true now. Like, I don't even know now.
Well, well, further research required.
Somebody said that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has a very low filler percentage of 3%.
How are they even measuring that?
I don't even know. They said with a total of 2 reported filler episodes in Brotherhood. But I guess, like, you know, if you watch it and you're just like, okay, that's like not important to the story. But now
Yeah,
I want to
that's
know
fine.
how much filler is in FMA.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, there's a website called Anime Filler List.
Ooh.
I've never heard of this. This is awesome. Hold on. I totally didn't want. Let me see. Fullmetal Alchemist. But they don't have it. If I type in Brotherhood, what comes up? They just have Brotherhood. They don't have. They said filler episodes is episode 1 and episode 27. I feel like episode 1 can't be a filler.
Huh.
Oh, but they do have a list here that says like, oh, whether something is canon or not canon. This is interesting.
There you go. This
It's like
is pretty useful.
mostly canon or not canon, but they don't have all the anime up here though. Like, I wonder, just really quickly, this is, as a quick side note to anybody listening, this is called animefillerlist.com. I want to see if there's like another anime that's like pretty known that's on here. Future Diary.
What? How many episodes is Future
filler
Diary?
episode.
Okay, that's probably
27.
the beach scene, the beach episode.
But dude, no. This is. It says that the last episode is mostly filler. Like, they're saying you. I feel like you can't say the first episode and the last episode are filler episodes. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
okay, give me an anime real quick. I just want to see, cause like this,
Bleach.
just to make it the third one. Oh, I'm sure Bleach has hella filler in it. I love Bleach, but it's hella episodes.
It is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Filler episodes. There's a lot. Oh my god. What? I feel like I need to watch this because I low-key feel like I want to fight whoever put this up here.
No, wait, look. I mean, 33 and 50, the first 2 filler episodes, that's like in between seasons. That kind
Yeah,
of
but
makes
then they
sense.
said 64 to 109 is all filler. I feel like you can't cut out the whole thing. Then 128 to 137 is all filler. Like, these are. Oh, I love Bleach, and I'm totally interested in watching it all the way through because I'm probably somewhere around like 120 right now.
Okay, there's like a variation here. There's like episodes labeled mostly filler and then filler. So
Yeah,
there's
but it says 64 is mostly filler, and then filler, and then mostly filler, and then canon. I don't know, man. I feel like they just hate stuff. Like now I want to figure out if I agree.
So are these filler like episodes made up? This like not even in the manga? You gotta look into this.
I don't actually know what they're going off of. In total of 366 episodes of Bleach were aired, with a total of 170 reported filler episodes. Bleach has a high filler percentage of 46%.
Damn.
You're just a hater, man. Okay, last one that I'm gonna look up, and then I'm gonna let all these listeners go. Okay. One Piece, because it's the longest anime on the planet, damn near. Just kidding. It says it has a low filler percentage of 12%.
Wow. All story.
Man, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to see. Anyways,
You're gonna have to watch all this.
I'm gonna have to watch
episodes.
all of One Piece to decide whether there's a lot of filler or not. 871 episodes, man. They're still coming out with new stuff. 871 episode 871 doesn't even come out until next month, and they're already saying that it's canon. How do they know?
We'll see. Who's
Whatever.
managing this site?
Whatever, man. I'll look into it. But until then, thank you guys so much for listening to our ramblings about Fullmetal Alchemist once again. If you like this, please hit a thumbs up. If you're listening on Spotify, please add us to or share the episode with your homies or your homegirls or your boo thing that you watch anime with on Netflix or Crunchyroll or Hulu. Do it. See you guys next week.
See ya.